Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Career Shaper. So today we are going to learn Angular 2-way data binding, and we will also see how ng model works behind the scene. Okay, so let's start. Before starting the process, we will tell you what is two-way data binding. Okay, so two-way data binding means it changes made to our model in the component are propagated to view, and any changes made in the view are immediately updated in the component. So we can say like this: two-way data binding. Okay, two-way data binding equal to, you can say like this, property binding plus event binding. Okay, that means we can mention like this, or okay, so what we'll do, the syntax will be some properties. Okay, so syntax will be like this, can put like this syntax. So this is called a pattern like banana in a box. This is, let me eat a banana. This is a simple banana inside a box, square bracket. Okay, so we will see how, without using ng model, how this is two-way data binding working in input element. So I will show you raw example first, pure HTML, then we will move to ng model thing. Okay, so let's move. For that thing, what I need to do, I need to create a sample. So this is my app component. Okay, and this is my app component HTML. So what can I do here? So let's add a input type text. So let me put like two-way data binding demo, then I'll put enter your name. So I'll put a input tag, type equal to text. So here what we will do, input type text. So this is the HTML element, so it has value properties. So we are binding it to name, then it has a input event equal to change name val, or you can say change name. This is a method binding to input event. Okay, so how it will work, like I'll show you. So for better view, so entered name is colon, so you can use like this. Okay, so you can see in output here. Okay, so better visibility, I will put those things inside one h1 tag. Okay, two-way data binding, then enter your name. Okay, then input type text, then enter name is like this. Okay, okay, so first what we did here, we have added a h1 for better visibility. Then we are just putting two-way data binding demo. Then enter your name. So this is a input type text element, so which has a value property and a input event. So we'll use these two things to create a two-way data binding demo. Okay, so what we'll do for this thing, we'll first define a properties name equal to blank. So then what I need to do, we need to create a method of the component, change name. So what we'll do here, this dot name equal to, so e dot target dot value. So for that thing we need to pass it here $event. Okay, so what will happen here, so we have defined a name property here and bind it to value property of input type text element. Okay, then I defined a change name event that will be bind to input event of HTML text. So this is component to view, this is view to component. Okay, that means so it will be like this. First we define a method, then it had a property. So this is equal to two-way data binding. So let's see how it's working here. Okay, let's go back to here. What we have put is coming here. So before this thing, so I'll explain one thing, like, so sometimes you are very confusing what is property, how to know what are those properties. For you, what I can say, I will create a button. So what we'll do, we'll add a click equal to reset value. Okay, so we'll do like this. So what we'll do here is that name equal to initial value. So how you will know what are the properties of HTML element and events? For that thing, what we'll do, I will show you in browser. Okay, so this is, so you can put a text here, clear. Okay, it's coming. So what we'll do, I'll show you how to know the what are the properties, HTML properties, and what are the event. If we inspect it here, this is the text. Okay, so let me put a id equal to anpt. Okay, so how we will know, see, reflecting here id. So I will show you how to know what is the properties and what is the event. Document dot query selector. So this is optional thing, so I am showing you for your purpose. If you click here, this is selecting this input element. So if you put a dot now, so these are the properties. See, okay, these are all are the properties. So if you want to know any element property, you can do like this. Okay, so this is element dot, these are the property, and anything started with on, see, these all are the events. Unclick, on close, on cut, on double click, drag, all these are events. So we need to see, this is our here on input. So this is a event on input type text element. Okay, so we will not use that thing. Just clear our console. So we will go back to our two-way data bank. So what we are doing here, we are putting, just remove this, is not required. We are binding a name property of component to value property of HTML input type text element, and here we are binding change name event to input event of this input type text element. So let's Angular, see it's reflecting, right? This is called two-way data binding. We are typing here, we are changing the, so what is happening behind now? So this is the input event. If as you have started typing, this function will call, this will change here, it will come here, and we are passing the target event. Okay, so we can get the value like event dot target dot value. So we are setting the name here. That means data coming from view to component, here we are setting the property here. Once we set here, immediately it will reflect here. Okay, this is view to component. So let's see, we will component to view. So what we will do for this, we will do a reset value, and it will what is doing like this dot name is setting blank. So once we are changing name, it will immediately reflect here. I will show you that one. Clear, gone. So this is two-way data binding. Okay, so next what we will do, so what is the scenario behind this? So if we are binding to a settable property called some property of element, then that element must have a corresponding change event name, some property change. That means I will show you with example. If we are having some property, then that corresponding event will be some property change. Then we can put two-way data binding. Two-way data. So if want to make any property like this simple, so that format will be in this. If that element has some property and an event with like this some property change, then we can put it into two-way. But most element doesn't have a value property. Element have a value property, but then they do not have a value change property. That means we can see like here we had a value properties. That means we can say like this, if you want to bind to HTML input type text element, so we can do like this value. So no HTML element follows this pattern, like we are having value property on HTML input type text element, but we don't have value change properties. Okay, hence they cannot use the above syntax. For that thing, what we can do, hence we have a ng model directive. The ng model directive, it means we can tell like ng model, so it will do these two things. That means it will follow this pattern, ng model plus ng model change. Okay, this will follow this pattern. So ng model directive is not a part of core Angular library, it is part of forms module. So for if you need to use this, then you need to import forms module in your app module, or if you are using in child module, then you can need to import there. Okay, so let's have an example on ng module. Before we need to import forms module in app module, as we are doing in root, import forms module from @angular/forms. Okay, so we have imported here and need to add in import array, so that it will import that module in our app module. Okay, So now we have imported our for module. Now we can use ng module in our template. Okay, so let's have an example. So that's what I'll do. I just same thing, it will be here. I will create another thing to a data binding demo with ng model. Okay, and same thing we will keep it here, simple. So to work with ng model need a name attribute like this. This is attribute equal to value. Okay, value we will bind in component. Okay, so what we can do, instead of this we can do like this, banana in a box. You need to remember this, like ng model equal to value. Okay, so internally what it will do now, it will do, I'll show you. Internally it will do like this, value plus value change. So it will do like this. So what we are doing here, we are binding with value. So we are binding with value properties, then it will be like this, value plus value changes. So we can put like this, and the model is doing these two things behind the scene. Okay, value plus value changes. So we'll go back here. So you have changed like this. So this will be value and enter your name. So we can remove this. This is a duplicate. Entered name is like this. Here also same thing we can remove. So this is using two-way ng model. So let's see. If you do a clear value, then so let's define a value property. So this will be, so we can change name ng. So we are naming like this. So here we will use value properties, this third value, this third value. Okay, here also same thing, we need to use set value ng. Okay, so this thing we don't need, right? So behind the scene it will do for us. Okay, so we just reset the value. Okay, so let's see how it's working. Okay, what we did here, we did value, we initialize to blank, then we set a ng model thing on value properties. Okay, so internally what it will do value plus value changes behind the scene. Okay, let's see. Okay, Angular is doing right, same thing. If you put here also Angular, so this is using plain HTML, this is using Angular thing. It's working, right? If you clear here, it will clear this thing. If you clear here, it will clear this thing. Okay, so in this tutorial what we learned, we have learned how two-way data binding works behind the scene. Along with, we have shown you the ng model thing, how ng model is working behind the scene. Okay, so let's do a custom two-way data binding. For that thing, what we need to do, so ng model is doing for us like this, so we need to do a custom data binding. For that thing, what we need to do, we need to import some here input output. Okay, event emitter. So we can do the same thing what ngModel doing by creating a custom two-way data binding. Okay, so what we will do here, we'll do a input. If you see this, then you can understood how ngModel is doing two-way data binding. So we'll use a count number equal to 0 output. So we told you the property should follow this pattern. We are using a count, then the corresponding event will be count change. Okay, so this is belong to type of event emitter equal to so this event emitter of type number. Okay, here also need to pass number. Done. So what we did here, we have added one input property count and corresponding change event count change event. So it is a type of event emitter type number. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll add a method here increment. Okay, what we'll do here, we have to add count, we'll do this dot increment. So we just increment the count, then what we'll do, we'll emit the event this dot count change dot emit this dot count. Okay, okay, so for that thing what we'll do, we need to add a button here. We can put like this, custom event. Okay, you can put a button, click equal to increment. Okay, so we can put a label like count value is okay, like this. So do increment. Okay, so what it will do, what we have did, I will show you. It did nothing, but it did, we need to import these three things. Then we need to define an input property here, then output event count change to perform two-way data binding. Okay, this is event emitter. Then we added a method here, we are just increasing the count property, then we are emitting the event by the help of count change event emitter. Okay, so here we are just calling that method. So let's see what's happening. Okay, okay, it's doing the two things. Okay, it's working, right? So in this way you can add your custom two-way data binding. So count change, this pattern will follow like this. Okay, so what we learned today, we learned two-way data binding. It's very simple but a powerful mechanism. We use the property binding and event binding to achieve two-way data binding. Okay, so in my next tutorial we are going to learn child component, how you can add a child component and how we can use or how can create, we can see all those things. Okay, till then have a nice day. Bye bye.